The second thing we talked about was privacy. We'll start by talking about the free websites and services. The problem is that there's a lack of electronic cash. There's lack of a optionally non-reversible micropayment system, which is a way of describing Bitcoin. And this increases the necessity for user data aggregation and sales. And users are forced to sacrifice their data when they might prefer to pay directly and retain privacy. We want customers to have the option to not have to turn over their data, to use the services they're familiar with. We think that's possible with Bitcoin. Why? Because Bitcoin offers non-reversible micropayments, and they enable businesses to charge per service without needing to collect data, without needing that data to monetize their business appropriately. It's not to say that you couldn't combine data collection with micropayments. I do think that would be the case in many situations where collecting a little bit of data can help you make a much better product, but that's much more within the purview of what's in users' interest. And users have the ability to substitute some data collection for micropayment or all data collection for maybe a larger micropayment. I think there'll be a diverse set of solutions, but I think that this tool really helps open up the floodgates for alternatives. The other privacy issue is just the payments that are already happening in e-commerce. Without an electronic cash, the risk of chargebacks is high, and the collection of users' personal information is required by all merchants, basically in all situations, for all kinds of reasons, regulatory and practical. The solution, of course, online casual cash-like payments proliferate without requiring users to give up personal information. Again, I think there would be many instances where merchants still would want that personal information, or where people would want the protection of a service like Visa, maybe a Visa built using Bitcoin, but that still offers a sort of chargeback service, dispute mediation service. But really, it all comes down to unbundling, the ability to separate that mediation from the payment itself. By separating those, you can get much, much cheaper payments, much lower minimum thresholds. And that's what's key to being able to charge for some of these businesses. This is a familiar concept to anyone who has read the Bitcoin white paper. We're just kind of going with what the white paper outlined and what a lot of other people in crypto seem to have forgotten.